never. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Hi, good evening, and welcome to the Boss Babes. We have people from all over the world. Then we have yeah, I'm gonna break up, aren't I? Then we have Joe, we have Rebecca, both joining us from the UK. Then we have Ruby, who's joining us from the Netherlands, but she is a traveler. She's going to Germany tonight, or Poland. Poland. She's going to Poland tonight. Germany at some point in her trip. I'm convinced. Anyway, some amazing. When I was 16, I was quite I really Juice Plus and Fetch Call because I really
Yeah, every problem is Wi-Fi. I don't hear you anymore.
I'm back. Can you hear me? No.
No. Well, in the meantime, when somewhere we're having Tash coming back, I will explain who I am. I already got a nice introduction by Tasha. So I'm Ruby. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm actually living in Bali most of the year. And yeah, at the moment, I'm back in the Netherlands for 2 months. And I'm going to Germany this night at 3 o'clock. And I'm flying to Poland tomorrow. So true. I am a traveler. I love to travel, love to see cities. But you are all here. So thank you for watching. It all has to do with Juice Plus. And to be honest, 3 months ago, I had no idea what Juice Plus was. And I'm seeing here coming in about the product. So I'm going to look to my mom. Could you please give me the capsules and the complete? Because in the house we have the product. So, but back to the story. 3 months ago, I had no idea what it was. And a friend from traveling, Lucia, she's also Dutch, but she's living in Sydney, explained me about Juice Plus and that it could help with my face because I had some skin problems. Oh, I see. Do I need to do the products, girls? Because I have them here. Yeah? Okay, cool. I was waiting to see the messages. So, well, I never ever heard of this, but I started looking on the internet and I actually found a lot of good reviews. And the cool thing is, it are the capsules. So we have veggies, fruit, and berries. And what it actually is, it's vegan and it is a whole food. So they dried it from organic farms. So all the vitamins are still in there. And well, it's really easy to just take a capsule with your breakfast or with lunch or whenever you feel like having one. And yeah, for me, those ones are my holy ones because I feel more energized and my skin is actually improving at the moment. So I'm like super happy. Like I know for sure the girls who've been watching already for a few times, they can see it. I have some improvement. So yeah, these are the capsules. And then we're having really nice shakes as well. My mom, she loves them. So every morning I'm actually making a fruit bowl with those ones because I love to be creative. But if you are someone who just on the run or a little bit in a rush, then you can just mix it with some rice water or coconut water or almond milk or whatever. And in this, again, it's all vegan and it makes you like energized and just give you a complete meal. That's why they call it complete. So you can use it instead of having breakfast or lunch. But I just love to mix it with all kind of other fruits and just make it really something to So that's what I'm doing actually every morning. So that are the products. This is the first time in my life that I did this presentation about the products like this. So I hope it's clear for everyone. I'm just a big fan of it. So yeah, sorry girls if I missed some details. Rebecca, please fill me in. So yeah, I don't know. Do you girls still want me as well to talk about business, or is someone else going to do that?
Awesome, Ruby. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Bex, if you can share your story now, that would be great. I have no idea if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you want me to just do a product story?
Amazing. Yeah. Just do your whole story. That would be amazing. Thank you so much, Ruby. That was great. Thank you so much for filling in for me.
Hi guys. So, like she said, I'm Rebecca. I live in England, and I have been on the products and in the business since last October. So going on for a few months now. I feel like I've been in it forever. It's changed my life so much in the last few months. So when I first joined the business, I connected with Tasha through a Facebook page through a fitness group, a program. We were just talking about it because we both were interested in doing it, and we got chatting about health and fitness and how much we loved it. And then she started talking about what she was doing with business and stuff. So it just made sense to me to join it, because the way it is with the community and the support, I just needed that at that point in my life, basically. So the products are amazing. The products what Ruby's been describing, and they've done so much for me. So the products themselves, like, I've got so much more energy than I used to have. So I used to be just kind of like crawling through my days. I was so tired. I do an outside job. It's quite physically demanding. There's a lot of heavy lifting and stuff. So I was always quite tired, but I was always trying to work out at the same time to get near my fitness goals. But I wasn't really working out that much because I never really had the energy after work, to be honest. So the products have just given me so much more energy to work towards my fitness goals, and I'm getting a lot closer to them than I used to be. So that's brilliant, and the products are fantastic for your skin and your nails and your hair. Like, my skin's never been as good as it is right now. I have the confidence now to leave the house without wearing makeup, which I never used to do before I tried these products. Like, it's just incredible. And my nails, I have to cut them so many times because they just grow so fast. I mean, I love it, but you have to keep up with them. So yeah, just knowing I'm putting the good nutrition in my body is amazing, because I don't always get time to eat during my day if I'm working, and it's usually quite busy. So sometimes I don't get a chance to eat. So it's just good knowing I've got the nutrition in my body at the end of the day. So to me, it just made sense saying yes to the business when I signed up to the products as well, because I could see already the benefits I was going to have. And like I said, the community to me just drew me in. So I was going through a difficult spell in my life back in October, and I needed a community and I needed support around me just to put a bit more positivity in my life. There's a lot of negativity around nowadays, and it was dragging me down really. So I said yes, and it was amazing for a couple of months, and I got myself back on track until January of this year, and then things kind of got really bad with me, with things in my life, things at work, things in my personal life, and I was really struggling to pick myself back up. But the team stepped up. They constantly supported me every single day, sent me positive quotes, videos and stuff, and coming on these calls as well, connecting with people. I was coming home quite a lot from work on my own, and I wasn't really having anyone to talk to apart from my cats. So it was getting really, really lonely. So coming on these calls was amazing for me, because I was just connecting with people, even if it was over a computer. So it was incredible. So I picked myself back up again, and then I did that for a few months. And it got to April, May, and I had the worst 2 months of my life, to be honest. Things got really, really bad for me in my personal life, work, relationships, everything, to be honest. Everything kind of hit rock bottom. I just didn't want to be here anymore, to be honest. And I was struggling to get up in a day. I was struggling to go to work, and I have had no social life whatsoever. And yeah, I started having all these terrible thoughts of suicide. I just did not want to be here anymore, and it was incredibly tough. And it got to a point where my family were that worried about me, they actually got me an appointment to my doctors, and so I managed to get there eventually, and they diagnosed me with anxiety firstly. So I was kind of dealing with that, and then a couple of weeks later, I went back to the doctors, and he diagnosed me with depression, and that really hit home to me. Like, you always know there's something wrong with you, but until someone actually says to you, "You've got this," it kind of doesn't really hit home until then. And it hit me really hard because I'm 23 years old, and I didn't really think I'd ever have anxiety, depression. Just never thought I'd be that sort of person to have that. So I got myself help, I'm still getting help now. But the thing what got me through my hardest days was this team. I had a particularly bad day a few weeks ago, and I was just really struggling. I just wanted to give up on everything. And I messaged a couple of people in the team, Tasha being one, and she rang me and stopped me from doing something stupid. And several people in this team have done that. And they just step up and just help you get through a bad day. I'm not always to never give up on a bad day. And I never used to live by that until this team came into my life and, help you get through your worst days. Because don't get me wrong, everyone still has bad days. I, for one, always gonna have some bad days, but I know I can get through them now with this team because I can always rely on them to, support me and just be there when I need someone to talk to. So yeah, that's about it from me. I think I'm handing back to Ruby because I don't think Tasha's there. So.
Yes, hello. Well, I think that's, yeah, everyone can hear me? Yeah, I think that's the beauty of Choose Plus, that it's such a cool community and that everyone always is helping each other and everyone has a different story. For me, actually, Rebecca, you were one of the stories that inspired me, that I thought, wow, that someone, yeah, can be in the house and then live up by the product like this. So yeah, for me, I'm actually, like a lot of people can hear, I'm a really lively, cheerful person, and so it's always good to hear other stories as well. And that's why we're here, so we can learn from each other. So what happened about the business? Like I said, 3 months ago, I had no idea. Then I heard about the product from Lucia, and I'm going to draw it so you can all see what happened. So Lucia, there, is the one that explained this business to me, because she said, well, I know you're traveling a lot, and I know you have some difficulties in Bali to get a job, because with the visa and everything, it's really difficult to get a job there. She said, did you ever think about working online and just use your social media and your whole network? And I thought, no, but this sounds cool and interesting. So she explained me more about how it works. And she said, well, you can make money actually on 3 different kind of ways. And that was the interesting part straight away for me. So the first thing is the retail price. So I just call it retail price. Then you get a commission. So on everything that you sell, you get a commission. But not only on everything that I sell, but also the team members that you get. And that's like the exciting part of helping everyone and just make sure that everyone get that commission. And the cool thing is, if you do it together with your team and make this all happening for everyone, then there's even a bonus system. And that's always like a really cool thing, that you can just get bonuses. So yeah, the 3 things: retail price, commission, and bonus. Then I'm going back to Lucia, because I thought, yeah, I have a really big network, but who am I going to add? And I've actually not really a clue. So I just sent some messages to some people, and well, one of the girls tonight, who's on Pelona, she straight away was interested. So thank you so much for your support. And well, I saw that Lotte is online here, so she's also someone that I always send messages. But in the team at the moment is another girl called Rachel. So I will make the thing. Here am I, Ruby. So Lucia told me, if you study first and 10, I never had it before that I wanted to do something for 10 years, but this makes me so excited because I can help her. I'm really happy with it.
Hi, can you hear me? How impressed I am with you. Like, that was just amazing. Honestly, you should be really proud of yourself. Like, this has just been like fallen on you. So I want to say I'm really proud of you. Like, that's amazing. And I also want to say thank you so much to Rebecca for sharing her story, when I know that Rebecca's story is something that's, it's really difficult to share. And I always like try and push her, like, come on, you want to share your story? Because, like, coming from experience for myself, from having, I think we've all had dark times in our lives, and it really makes us who we are. For me, I've realized when I started talking about it more that actually it really heals you as a person. It really helps you get better, and it really takes you to, you know, the next level. So I just want to say thank you so much to you both. Like the double R's are ruling the show tonight. So thank you so much for just stepping up, both of you, and being so fantastic. I'm just going to really quickly finish off by just sharing my story, really, my business story. So my product story was that I have scoliosis and IBS, and after being told that I would never run and I would never be able to go on a trampoline, I actually ran a half marathon a year after I started taking Juice Plus. I'm 95% pain free. I sleep through the night every night. I am actually a heavy sleeper now, which was always a dream of mine. And I exercise, you know, every single day. I'm always walking. I love running, love hit sessions, and I'm really, really, really the fittest I've ever been, really, in my life. I've never worked out so much, and I really, really love it. So much. And I'm going to graduate from university with a first in my degree, but like most people, I didn't get a job straight out of uni, and I was feeling rather frustrated, and I was feeling kind of like, I don't know what to do with my life, and I ended up being a full-time waitress, and which meant I didn't get very good tips, which also meant that I, you know, also was always constantly stressing that I was pleasing my manager, but also not looking after the customers properly. I had to wait every Sunday night for my rota for the next week, so I could never make plans. I never knew when I was going to finish work. I only got paid £6.70 an hour. It was, you know, a life that I just was hoping I would never be able to do forever. And I was waitressing, and I was introduced to this business, and I really was very skeptical. I thought it was a load of trash. I didn't believe that I could make any money. I thought it was one of those, you know, fake get rich quick schemes, and I just thought, oh, I don't want to be part of that. Anyway, I was very wrong, and I never like admitting I'm wrong because I'm quite stubborn. So not anymore, but I used to be. So I started this business, and I got promoted 3 times very quickly in my first 4 months, and it changed my life very quickly. I went from full-time to part-time waitressing, and it meant I could go on holiday twice or 3 times that year. And then my best friend died, and one of my closest friends, and I lost all motivation. I hated my life, and I didn't want to get up out of bed in the morning. So I didn't do anything for about 8 months, and then I changed, refreshed, and, you know, went to conference, and, you know, started looking at my life in a different way, because I was doing a lot of personal development. And what was amazing when I came back is everybody was like, "Oh my God, where have you been? Like, we missed you." And I was like, "Oh my God, like, what is this?" And I really felt like I belonged. So I in January last year, I actually got scouted for modeling, which has been a dream that I never thought I could do. I you know, it was something I never imagined for myself. My sister was always going to be the model. I'm blessed to say that I'm now signed internationally in LA, London, New York, and Milan, and I've had a fantastic, you know, year and 4 months as a model. It's been amazing, but I also very quickly, let's say, I never really took my business seriously, and I all of a sudden like sidetracked my business, and I thought, oh, modeling is going to give me that life that I always dreamt of. I always wanted to travel. Turns out, you know, and I've moved very fast as a model, and I don't want to big myself up. I'm just saying, compared to most normal models, when you start a career, it's a very slow start. It's a couple of years before you know if it's for you. And you know, I ended the year last year. I started not even a model. I ended the year with 4 cities under my belt as an agency. I was going to Milan for 6 weeks at the beginning of the year, and it was rather crazy. I didn't expect it to do what it did for me, but it also meant, I mean, I've been paid twice. In a year and a half, I've been paid twice. Granted, it was big paychecks, but at the same time, I can't live in the most expensive city in the world, in London, and only get paid twice. Like, be serious. So this business, I realized in January of this year that this is the business that's going to support me. It looks after my mindset, number one. It looks after my health, number two. And number three, it looks after my bank balance when my other career can't. So for me, it's done so much for me. I've spent the last 5 months, like the last 8 months, traveling around the world. I've been to America twice, and I've overall been there for like 13 weeks in the last 8 months. I was in Milan for 6 weeks. I'm in Tenerife now, and I went to Amsterdam last week, and I'm really excited to see where I can go. And what I love about this is that I can travel anywhere in the world, and I can take this business with me, and I never have to quit my job, and I never have to ask anyone for permission, and I get to go and be a model in other countries. And also, I'm never desperate. I'm never desperate for the money. I'm never desperate for the job. I just go in, I be myself, I bring my energy, and I'm always happy, and I'm always full of zest of life, because my team energizes me every day. They remind me how amazing it is to be a mentor. I feel very blessed to be such a mentor to such amazing women and guys, and I just think this business is, if you're wondering if this is for you, if this can't help your dreams, then tell me what else can, because you can use this as a vehicle and pick your own schedule, and that's what I love about this. Second question is, if not now, then when? Don't sit and watch your best friend be successful in business for a year. I sat and watched my mum for 3 years, in this business. Then I decided to say yes, and for 2 years I did nothing and didn't take my life seriously. Now I take my life seriously, and my life has changed so much in 6 months, and I've probably had the hardest 6 months of my life, but also the most amazing, because I've never, ever, ever been on my own. I've never felt like I have not been able to turn to someone in my team, and I love that that's what we can create with this. So I want to say thank you all so much for joining this call this evening. Massive thank you to Ruby for kicking ass and taking over the whole call. I'm so proud of you, and Rebecca for sharing your story and just being so truthful and real and raw, because we need more people like that in the world. So I hope that in some way, shape or form, if you joined this call for the first time, or you're back as a returning guest, that this has inspired you in some way, because this is something that, if it's not for you, it's definitely for someone that out there. And, we're really on a mission together to drive this together forward, and would love you to be part of our journey. Otherwise, thank you all so much, and thanks for dealing with my absolutely horrific conditions with the, what do you call it? I can't even think. Signal. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye bye. See you next
Flying,
week.
Ruby. Safe
Bye.
flying.
Thanks.